to be the gaming review today, and today we've got a good game for you guys. It's going to be Horizon Zero Dawn. I've had this game for a few weeks now, and I can't wait to show you guys and tell you guys what I think of it. So if you do like this game review, don't forget to smack that like button real good and subscribe to this video. So let's get into it, and I'll explain more after the video. Hey guys, welcome! This is Jazz25, and today we got the gaming review. And today we're reviewing Horizon Zero Dawn today on PS4. Before we get on to this, I just want to say that I've had this game for a few weeks now, and this game is very, very awesome. It's good fun to play and everything like that. So let's get into it, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe after the video. Okay, let's get into it. A society with a foggy past and an uncertain future is truly lost. Such is the reality of the citizens of the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. Roughly 1,000 years from today, tribal communities lead primitive lives, surrounded by mystical high-tech fossils of the old ones, the fractured legacy of the real world. The result of technology advancements run amok. Animals like rabbits and boars still roam the wild, and they're still good around the world as that. But they trot animals like in their footsteps, and imposting medical beasts that dominantly strive through dense jungles and lurk on the snowy mountain tops. How the world ended up in disarray isn't clear at first, but Aloy, an orphan outcast who locates and advised communications and a device, holds the key to unlocking these mysteries. Using her newfound tool, known as a focus, you can tap into technology artifacts and glean into about the past. While the full story of the world's downfall strikes a while to unravel, the fascinating revolutions you eventually uncover more than make up the time spent navigating less than completely tribal politics during the first half of the game. The dueling themes of nature and technology are present in Aloy, who's forever changed when she accepts technology into her otherwise primitive life. She transforms in so many ways throughout her journey. It's amazing to look back when it's all said and done. Reflecting on it, it's just awesome challenges and just overcoming powers that you can get, but also on how much confidence and maturity Aloy gains in the process as well. But no matter where the story takes you, combat definitely does take you the spotlight of this game. The world's incredibly crafted environments, teeming with electronic beasts and warframe cultures, and the profound excitement of controlling Aloy in the midst of rampaging enemies is near certainly really good factions. This excitement comes in part from Aloy's ability to defy, leap out of harm's way, and bound right back into action. But her arsenal of weapons and ammunition are the special ingredients that give you the ability to trouble Zero Dawn's massive robot monsters that are like dinosaurs in a way. You start with a simple bone arrow, but you eventually gain access to elementary charged bolts, slingshots that lob explosives, and an arsenal of traps that you can get to surprise your enemy. Juggling these tools mid-fight is made easy by a weapon wheel that opens with the tilt on the right analog stick and slows down time to give you a moment to plan out your strategy. It's simple to get the hang of it, and you never have to put yourself into too much danger. When looking for a weapon of choice, you can still run, dodge, jump, and while assembling the wheel as well. Dodge, running between enemies, turning around and jumping to deliver a critical blow, while drawing and aiming your bow in slow motion never gets old really. There are no actual supernatural powers on this display, unless you couldn't count the fact that Aloy's focus can pinpoint enemies' weakness, tracking, and whatever that you can think about. Nevertheless, when the controls seep into your subconscious, heroic displays on cunning and might, and fearfulness lead ally a superhuman quality. You can employ basic stealth tactics and sneak up on enemies, but when you're pretty much armed to the teeth, there's hardly a compelling reason to defy yourself the pleasure of Zero Dawn's head-on engagements. While sprinting around the battlefield and fighting with a range of different weapons make for the great time for melee combats is unavoidable. Less avoidable as that. Your only options are light or heavy spear attacks, and when fighting indoors, you're more likely to hit a wall than intended target. Or more, where spear intently wielded enemies can block incoming attacks, you cannot put an attack immediately in disadvantage. When relying on your spear, you can never focus on your use melee weapon. You can always revert to fighting with a mix of different type of powers and different types of weapons as well. To keep fights interesting over dozens of hours, Zero Dawn dazzles out you robot enemies as a gratifying piece of achievement. Introducing slightly larger and more complex beasts by the time you gain mystery over less challenges foes, where you may face small binary creatures called watchers, as well as approximately of the horses and bulls at the start. You eventually engage with rampaging armed crocodiles, jaguar-like bots with cloaking devices, and yes, even giant enemy crabs. By the end of the game, you can comfortably roll into battle, facing a Tau medic T-Rex, knowing full well that you are in control, despite your big downfalls in the game as well. Being an influence hunter in Zero Dawn requires one part execution and one part knowledge, namely understanding what enemies are capable of and what parts of their body are most valuable to take. A well-placed shot on the body part that glows through the use of Aloy's focus can knock off a piece of armor, an explosive bot vulnerable in regards of the combat. It's also possible to disarm enemies and use their own weapons against them. Your standard weapons are effective enough, but nothing beats finishing a fight with a massive laser cannon you've earned throughout the tactical arsenal event. Zero Dawn's map is very large actually. It is very large that you can go scrolling around the whole wilderness and you still have fine time to make some more friends along the way. While combat is at the forefront of Zero Dawn, you happily gather any resources in reach as you travel from point A to point B. Plants and pieces of animals and robots alike are necessary for crafting alloys, ammunition, and traps. Upgrading item storage and brewing health potions. When it comes to making items, it is as possible as looking through a crafting menu and seeing what is or not available based on your current stash of resources. Selling items is a painful process. However, as there's no way to sort your inventory, you have to scroll through a gallery of a grid of up to 100 icons and manually read details and determine what to keep and what to sell. For a game that manages to handle complex systems and real-time events with a phenomenon, and it's odd to see something as basic as inventory management feel like an overthrow. There are sets of rare artifacts to find in the wild. Through the material rewards you get for collecting an entire set and trading emotions and to see how much you get for it. While this realization comes as a slightly sore note, any excuse to look around a new corner or down a new valley is a good excuse to jump back into battle. And don't write Zero Dawn's open world off just yet. Items are all the things that offer here as well. A handful of alien-like constructs lie underneath the earth, and at the heart of each of these incarnates, otherworldly dungeons, is a machine that will give you the power to hack specially crafted robot animals. Such robots will simply fight for your own side and leave your own when hacked, but a few allowed to ride on the backs, guaranteed. This option is limited. No, you can't write a T-Rex bot, but there's one argument for the game's stealth mechanics, as you can only hack a robot by sneaking up to it. Looking beyond your rewards for conquering these high dungeons, it also exists as the natural splendor of this Zero Dawn world. Yet from the heat of dusty plants to the cool shadows of metal monsters, you feel at home no matter where you travel. This is because Aloy and the beast she topples are walking embodiously of the dueling themes that divide their world. Zero Dawn is a bit too concerned about the establishment of privileged sides at times, but by and large it does a fantastic job of bringing its two halves together for a truly captivating experience. This is the first departure from the Killzone series from developer Guerrilla Games, and through you might think the team took a risk by stepping out of the FPS combat system to create a third-person open-world action game. You never know what it was first time ratio, but every minor imperfection that's an element of greatness that recharges your desire to keep fighting and exploring Zero Dawn's beautiful and luxurious world. Guerrilla Games has delivered one of the best open world games of this generation and refined its team's processes in this process as well. Okay guys, that's the game review for today. Before I give you the score out of 10, I will give you the bad points and good points about this game. I'll start with the good points. The good points have to be the complex and thrilling combat, the imaginative enemy designs, and the expertly blends natural and technology elements together in the world, and impactful character development throughout the game, where you see Aloy from a little tiny kid all grown up to be an adult, defending and attacking the world that she knows and trying to find the truth as well behind that magical focus that she finds. The bad points have to be that the influenced user interface. It's a bit hard at times, and that's pretty much it. But bare bones melee mechanics, where you just mash a few buttons and the enemy's dead. But that's really it for this game for the bad points, because this bad points don't really have much in this game. It's actually a pretty good game. Now for the score, I will give this game a 9 out of 10, guys. I'll give this game a 9 out of 10, guys, because it's one of my favorite games that I've had and completed as well. I've nearly completed the game, but I'm nearly there. I've got a few more hours left to go, but it's a pretty good game. I like the visual effects, the stunning graphics, how the game works, and the story is pretty good as well. Seeing Aloy grow up to be an adult throughout the childhood and that, and to see how the story progresses in that, I love it. And as well, I like dinosaurs, so that doesn't help as well. So guys, if you liked today's video, give us a big thumbs up and subscribe. And as well, put down in the comment section below what games you think I should do next and what your score is for this game. So this has just been Just25, guys, so I'll see you guys next time. So guys, welcome back. This has been the game review for Horizon Zero Dawn. I really do like this game because it's got a very good open world to it, and the combat system as well is very, very awesome. I quite like that as well. This game is going to be rated 9 out of 10 for my personal reasons, because it's one of these beautiful games that do get developed and get made properly, and it didn't come out too soon or too later, so I'm really happy about this. And yeah, so if you like today's video, don't forget to smack that like button real good and subscribe to this video, and as well put down in the comment section below what game you guys want to see next and whatever you guys want me to talk about in the future. So it's been Just25, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.